Hey everybody, today we're going to talk about forward head posture, what it causes, what causes it, and how we're going to fix it. So what does forward head posture cause? Why should we care about having forward head posture? Number one, it can cause you pain. You will be surprised how much of the aches come from forward head posture. Aches in your upper neck, aches right here in the side of your neck, aches in your shoulder, aches in your lower back, aches in your upper back. This affects your whole body because you're not aligned. Your neck is out of your center of gravity and is stressing out all these muscles. It's closing in your body. You're closing in the spaces that the nerves and vessels are supposed to run. The muscles are overworked, and so it's causing you trigger points and pain. Not only that, but over time, you're setting yourself up for injury. Number two reason why we care. We're talking about herniated discs. We're talking about radiculopathy. We're talking about athletes who can't play their sport anymore because they have radiating pain coming from their shoulder down into their fingers. We're talking about having herniated discs after just 5 or 10 years of having this forward head posture. It increases your risk for injury dramatically. So you don't want to have pain, you don't want to have an injury, you want to continue doing the exercises that you want to do. Number three, your energy. How much energy can you have when your body is stooped down like you're depressed and you hate life and you're going to kill yourself? Actually, if you look at Dr. Feldenkrais, he researched this. Depressed people, guys, always have a closed-in body posture, forward flexion of the spine, and their chin is always down. Guess what we're doing with our posture today, though? Texting is making our chin and our head go down. Driving and on the computer is making our chest close in. And we're always slouching and rounding forward flexion of the spine. So we're developing the body posture that makes people depressed. And then we wonder why so many people are depressed, anxious, and committing suicide on antidepressants and drugs. They're suffering. It's because your mood always follows your body language. If you open up, you're going to feel opened up. Your energy is going to be better. But if you round down, if you close in, you're going to feel closed in. You're going to feel isolated. So those are the three reasons: pain, injury, energy, and mood. So what's the next thing? We're going to talk about what causes it. I want you to remember three things. Number one, forward poking of the neck causes forward head posture. Looking down causes forward head posture. Number two, rounding of the shoulders. Shoulders coming forward. We call that scapular protraction. Causes forward head posture, because whatever you do with your shoulders and your scapula, you have muscles that connect the neck to the scapula. Shoulders and scapula go forward, neck comes forward and down, linking back into number one. Number three, rounding of the upper back. Right when you start to round that upper back, your neck starts to come forward and down, and it also causes your shoulders to round. So it combines number one and number two. So you want to watch out for all three of these things. Watch yourself throughout the day. I'm telling you, when you're vacuuming, when you're eating, even when you're sleeping, too many pillows. Just apply the three posture sins, and if you avoid those, then you don't have to worry about all the specific activities. Just make sure you keep your chin up and back, shoulders back, upper back not slouched, and up. Alright, let's talk about some corrective exercises that we can do to start fixing this forward head posture. So, for those of you wondering, yes, it is possible to fix your posture, and yes, even if it's quite significant, you just have to be consistent. And the most important thing before we get into the correctives is that you stop doing the posture sins. If you do the correctives, but you keep on doing the posture sins, game over. You can't compensate for thousands and thousands of repetitions of bad postures or sleeping for 8 hours with bad posture. So once you committed the time and the vigilance to get that unlocked, now we're going to look at how to fix it. We're looking at corrective exercises. So there's always three tiers to what we can do. First thing that we want to do is release the tight muscles that are pulling you into the bad postures. Number 2 is we want to stretch out those same tight structures that we just massaged to release. Number 3 is we want to strengthen all the muscles that are weak, like on the back side of the body, so that they will reintegrate the body as a system that's aligned and that's symmetrical. You have to have the tight things be relaxed by massaging and stretching, and then the weak things be strengthened so that can pull your posture into the right position. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to want to do is release the neck muscles that are tight, that are pulling us into this forward head posture. That just so happens to be the trapezius, which is a big muscle right here, the scalenes on the side of your neck, and the sternocleidomastoid, a large muscle that goes right along this ridge. So the best way to do this is to just go shotgun method. Let me introduce you to the rumble roller. This is the best foam roller I've ever found because it has these little knobs and ridges, and they're quite significant. They're about 2 centimeters tall, and what that acts as is a massage therapist's thumb that can really dig into the muscles, especially if you start moving around. So this is a must for an investment if you want to start doing body therapy on yourself, or you can get a massage therapist to release the muscles that we just went over. Alright, let me show you how to use this thing. So you're basically just going to lie on it like it's a pillow, put your neck on it, and all I want you to do is do gentle movements left and right. What you're doing is you're looking for the muscles that are sensitive and hurt when you put pressure on it. Like if you're moving around and you find a little spot right there, oh, that feels sensitive. You hold and you breathe into it for a good 30 seconds. You can do little movements. You can even use your hand to guide and to put a little bit more pressure. Basically, you just want to mash all these muscles, looking for sensitive areas, and hold when you find a sensitive spot. So go ahead and roll left and right, move your head, really dig into this area right here beneath your skull. That's called the suboccipital area. You really want to release those guys too. A lot of nerves and vessels that run throughout that. And make sure you get the side, and you might even want to arc a little bit onto it to get your upper trap. Alright, so I want you to do that for a good 2 minutes. And if you find areas that are very sensitive, then spend even more time. The other option is that you get a self-massager. Now this is the Pure Wave massager. This is the best self-massager that I've ever used on my patients and myself. All you want to do is turn it up to appropriate intensity and go along that same ridge, get the sternocleidomastoid, get the scalenes on the side, and really dig it in to the upper trapezius right here. It should feel good. Number 1 step is release the neck muscles, whether it's with this or this. Number 2 step is you gotta release the chest and the shoulders and the biceps. Why? Because this is gonna do the same thing. It's gonna be pulling you in, especially if you work this out in the gym like a madman. Bench press day is causing all of these to get tight. So, good way to massage these is you're going to take the rumble roller again, and you're going to get down on the ground, and first thing you're going to do is put your arms up like this, Superman roll, and what I'm doing is I'm mashing all these muscles on the front of my body. Now if you're really sensitive, then that's a big sign. It shouldn't be sensitive. Like right now, this feels very good. It's not sensitive at all. I'm able to move around, and all these little knobs are really digging in. I'm fine. If it's causing you a lot of pain, then that's a good sign that you have to start doing this twice a day at least for a minute or two. Now the best and most intense way to do this is to move all the way to the edge, staple down that foam roller. You see what I'm doing? I'm grabbing on this way, and I'm stretching out my chest as I'm rolling into it. Now you might even pop your back like mine just did, but this is definitely the most intense way. Gets into your bicep a little bit too, and this is a tremendous stretch for your chest as well. So you release your neck, you release your chest. Next thing to do is we're going to stretch our muscles. Alright, so the next thing that we want to learn is a chin tuck, which is basically going to counteract all those thousands of repetitions where our neck is poking forward throughout the day. So it's a really basic exercise, but you have to get it done right. So this is how you do a chin tuck. Pretend that your chin is like a book in a shelf sliding horizontal. It doesn't look up, it doesn't look down, it just translates. So it's a very subtle motion. You only move it about a centimeter. This is what it looks like. Starting position, now I'm doing end position. So what I'm doing is I'm getting my chin to come backwards while I'm feeling the back of my skull raise up, giving me a little bit of a decompression. So back, and this feels like it's coming up. Another way to think about it is like you're avoiding getting pied in the face, or like you're avoiding a kiss from somebody that you really don't want anything to do with. I don't want to get pied. I don't want your smoky breath. So this is the most important exercise / stretch that you can do to reverse your forward head carriage, because not only does this get your neck to literally go back and it's helping restore that natural cervical arch that you're supposed to have instead of your neck being forward, but this is a skill that you use in your everyday life to prevent your chin from coming down and neck from going forward. It is the key to helping you prevent the accumulation of the forward head posture. For example, you want to look at your phone. Instead of craning your neck down, you do a chin tuck and then you glance down with your eyes. Now this is huge. This is a skill that can change your life because it can prevent pain, injury, and improve your mood every single day. But you have to practice the chin tuck, and you have to apply it to everyday situations where you're tempted to look down. That's a great exercise because you can do it anywhere. But I want you to try this one to get the feeling of it. You're gonna lie down and you're gonna do a chin tuck. So you lie down and you do the same thing. And you're gonna feel the muscles contracting in your neck. It's gonna feel good. So you push back and you hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another great one is you go face down. You go into the penguin position, and you're gonna do it just like this. You hold it for 5 seconds in that position. So those are great because they give you a little bit more resistance. Another way that you can do it is if you have a resistance band, you put the resistance band behind the back of your head, and you do the same exact thing. You do a chin tuck against the resistance. You hold it 5 seconds, and you come back. And also do it like this. Another great exercise is to get a normal towel, not too thick, wrap it around your neck, pull forward with about 5 or 10 pounds of force, and then do a chin tuck and look up. Now this added force that's getting put forward on your neck is helping restore that normal cervical curve that we want as you do a chin tuck and as you look up. We call this the towel cervical restoration. So go ahead and try this one after you get the hang of the chin tuck. You can also do it looking to the right and looking to the left. Fantastic exercise. Another thing that you're going to want to do if you're having nerve entrapment pain or radiculopathy or an impingement is just do some neck traction. So all you want to do is wrap the same towel around your neck, look up, tuck the chin back a little bit, and then start pulling up, or have somebody else pull this up for you. And what's happening is it's locked around my occiput, and that feels great. What's that doing? That's relieving all of the pressure on those discs, opening them up so that all these exercises are going to give you a little bit more value because you're not going to have the compression of those discs. So try that out. Do that for 30 seconds to a minute. First thing that you want to do is stretch out the scalenes, the muscles on the side of your neck that hike up your rib cage. How do you do that? All you have to do is put your neck to the side, put the same side shoulder down. You can sit on it, you can grab onto a chair, and all you want to do is pull it to the opposite side gently. Breathe deep, hold for 30 seconds. And it's also good if you look a little bit up, a little bit down. Helps you get the anterior part and the posterior scalene. Also gets the sternocleidomastoid. Second thing that you want to do to stretch in your neck is to get the suboccipital muscles, the muscles right at the base of your skull right here. A little bit tricky to get to, but this is how you do it. First thing that you want to do is put this hand all the way around and grab the back of your skull. Next thing you want to do is pull in a forward and sideways direction at the same time. So I'm looking down, but I'm pulling up and around, so like this. Forward and down. And then we do both. Hands interlaced, right at the occiput, and all you're gonna do is pull up and forward. And breathe for 30 seconds to a minute. Alright, now that we've done a lot for your neck, now it's time to take care of the upper back that's rounded forward and the shoulders that are stooped forward. So the number one thing that we want to do is fix this forward flexion in our spine. How are we going to do that? We're going to put it the other direction, so we need extension. So this rumble roller, our good buddy, is going to help us again. Lie down, mid-back on the foam roller, hands behind your head, knees bent, and all I want you to do is extend this back as far as you can. Inhale, and then exhale, come back. We're not doing crunches, just come back to neutral. Inhale, round as much as you can. Exhale, come back. So after you do that, you can roll up a little bit, do the same thing, do about 15-20 reps, roll up a little bit, do the same thing, and mobilize your entire back. Also good to just roll all the way up and down the mid-back. You don't have to go all the way to the lower back. And it's also good to just extend over. Now look what's happening to my upper back. It's going into the complete opposite position of the rounded, stooped hunchback. Also a good drill is to rotate your legs left and right. That's going to give you a little bit of rotation in the thoracic spine, your upper back. And then also you can roll your upper body to get even more mobilization out of this awesome exercise. Alright, so next thing we want to do is get some rotation in the mid-back so that we're not stuck in this forward rounded posture. Some things that you can do throughout the day is just put your hands behind your head and just do rotations quick and easy like this. Once you have a little bit of time before your workout, which is a great time to do all these mobilizations, it's a very simple exercise. You lie down, you roll over, you put your hands together like this, and all I want you to do is bring this leg crossed over as well, and all you're going to do is windmill your arm all the way open. Inhale and exhale. Alright, so this is probably the best exercise you can do to strengthen your rhomboids, mid-traps, muscles that get your shoulder blades to squeeze back. So you can do this with cables or with the JC Predator bands like I have. I'll link these in the description. These are great. So all you gotta do is pull out some resistance, stagger stance. All I want you to do is squeeze those shoulder blades together, nice and slow repetitions. We're gonna do this for reps, all right? I want you to get 25 reps here. After you get 25, start doing low rows. Think about it going into your pocket. You're pulling back, just working your rhomboids, especially if you're thinking about squeezing those shoulder blades together like this. After you do 25 reps here, come up here, out like a field goal. Now this is the position that I'm doing. Out like this, just like that. 25 reps on each of those. Go ahead and do 3 sets of that, at least 3 times a week. Tremendous exercise for getting your shoulder posture back. Alright, so this is another way that you can strengthen your rhomboids. Do a rowing motion. You just have to go upside down on either rings, a TRX, or a bar at a park. Alright, next thing we want to do after we get some retraction in the shoulder blades, we want to get some depression in the shoulder blades. Since with forward head posture and bad posture, our shoulders are always shrugged up. We want to strengthen the muscles that pull them down so that we have more likelihood to be able to pull them back. All you want to do is put your hands behind you like this, pull your shoulders back, and then push down. And notice how my body's moving up a little bit because I'm pushing down. So you can do repetitions. We call this a reverse push-up. You can do about 20-25 repetitions. And it's just a very subtle movement. Or you can do holds, where you're literally just holding yourself up as high as you can. You can also do this with bent knees, where I'm literally just shrugging downwards. You don't need an object to do this with. You can do this with your own body weight on the ground, and if you're strong enough, you can even elevate yourself. You don't need to keep your feet on the ground. And if you like, you can combine this with the tabletop position, where you notice I'm getting scapular retraction and a little bit of depression as well. And so you want to do repetitions up to 25 of these, and also static holds. All right, let's do some YTWs. YTWs are one of the best exercises to strengthen everything on the backside of your body, to your rhomboids, to your mid-traps, to your posterior deltoids, to your infraspinatus and teres minor. So this is how you do it. You can do it on the ground, or you can put your chest on a bench. And all you're gonna do is the following. Hands start out in the W position, but notice my thumbs are pointed up, externally rotating here. All you're gonna do is squeeze your body up, trying to squeeze the shoulder blades together, trying to raise those arms up towards the sky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 second hold, but do Mississippi seconds. Go ahead and do 10 of those. Then we're gonna bring the arms out into the T position. Same exact thing, everybody. Just squeeze the shoulder blades together. Try and get those thumbs up towards the sky like you're trying to poke holes in the clouds. And lastly, after you do 10 repetitions there, put the thumbs up again. We're in the Y position. YMCA, baby. You can also do this exercise with weights in your hands. I recommend starting with body weight, pumping out at least 10 reps, building that up to 20 or 30 repetitions, and then moving on to dumbbells. But start with 1 or 2 pound pink dumbbells, suck up the ego, and move up to maybe 5, maybe 10 pounds. This isn't a weight exercise, you really just want to get the reps in. Alright guys, that's the video for how to cure your forward head posture. Remember, for the sake of your pain, avoiding injury, your energy, and to look better, do the 3 concepts. Release the muscles, stretch the muscles open, strengthen what's weak. Let me know how it goes for you. Like and subscribe, and have a great day. Let me know how it goes. This is John Van Dyne, the Posture Professor. Thanks for watching.